Chapter 14 National Security Part 1 National Security Organs Principles of National Security. National security is the protection against internal and external threats to Kenya's territorial integrity and sovereignty, its people, their rights, freedoms, property, peace, stability, and prosperity, and other national interests. The national security of Kenya shall be promoted and guaranteed in accordance with the following principles. A. National security is subject to the authority of this Constitution and Parliament. B. National security shall be pursued in compliance with the law and with the utmost respect of rule of law, democracy, human rights, and fundamental freedoms. C. In performing their functions and exercising their powers, national security organs shall respect the diverse culture of the communities within Kenya. And D. Recruitment by the national security organs shall reflect the diversity of Kenyan people in equitable proportion. National security organs. The national security organs are A. The Kenyan Defence Forces, B. The National Intelligence Service, and C. The National Police Service. The primary object of the national security organs and security system is to promote and guarantee national security in accordance with the principles mentioned in Article 238, Clause 2. In performing their functions and exercising their powers, the national security organs and every member of the national security organs shall not A. Act in a partisan manner, B. Further any interest of a political party or cause, and C. Prejudice a political interest or political cause that is legitimate under this Constitution. A person shall not establish a military, paramilitary, or similar organization that purports to promote and guarantee national security except as provided for by this Constitution or an Act of Parliament. The national security organs are subordinate to civilian authority. Parliament shall enact legislation to provide for the functions, organization, and administration of the national security organs. Establishment of the National Security Council. There shall be established a National Security Council. The council consists of A. The President, B. The Deputy President, C. The Cabinet Secretary responsible for Defense, D. The Cabinet Secretary responsible for Foreign Affairs, E. The Cabinet Secretary responsible for Internal Security, F. The Attorney General, G. The Chief of Kenya's Defence Forces, H. The Director General of the National Intelligence Service, and I. The Inspector General of the National Police Service. The Council shall exercise supervisory control over national security organs and perform any other functions prescribed by national legislation. The President shall preside at meetings of the Council. The Council shall appoint its Secretary. The Council shall A. Integrate the domestic, foreign, and military policies relating to national security in order to enable the national security organs to cooperate and function effectively, and B. Assess and apprise the objectives, commitments, and risks to the Republic in respect of actual and potential national security capabilities. The Council shall report annually to Parliament on the state of the security of Kenya. The Council may, with the approval of Parliament, A. Deploy national forces outside Kenya for 1. Regional or international peace support operations, or 2. Other support operations, and B. Approve the deployment of foreign forces in Kenya. Part 2. The Kenya Defence Forces. Establishment of the Defence Forces and Defence Council. There is established the Kenya Defence Forces. The Defence Forces consists of A. The Kenya Army, B. The Kenya Air Force, and C. The Kenya Navy. The defense forces, A, are responsible for the defense and protection of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic. B, shall assist and cooperate with other authorities in situations of emergency or disaster and report to the National Assembly whenever deployed in such circumstances. And C, may be deployed to restore peace in any part of Kenya affected by unrest or instability only with the approval of the National Assembly. The composition of the command of the defense forces shall reflect the regional and ethnic diversity of the people of Kenya. There is established a defense council. The council consists of A. The cabinet secretary responsible for defense, who is the chairperson. B. The chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. C. The three commanders of the defense forces. And D. The principal secretary in the ministry responsible for defense. The council, A, is responsible for the overall policy control and supervision of the Kenya Defense Forces, and B, performs any other functions prescribed by national legislation. Part 3. The National Intelligence Service. Establishment of the National Intelligence Service. There is established the National Intelligence Service. The National Intelligence Service, A, is responsible for security intelligence and counterintelligence to enhance national security in accordance with this Constitution, and B, performs any other functions prescribed by national legislation. Part 4. The National Police Service. Establishment of the National Police Service. There is established the National Police Service. The National Police Service consists of A. The Kenya Police Service and B. The Administration Police Service. The National Police Service is a national service and shall function throughout Kenya. Parliament shall enact legislation to give full effect to this article. Objects and functions of the National Police Service. The National Police Service shall A. Strive for the highest standards of professionalism and discipline among its members. B. Prevent corruption and promote and practice transparency and accountability. C. Comply with constitutional standards of human rights and fundamental freedoms. D. Train staff to the highest possible standards of competence and integrity and to respect human rights and fundamental freedoms and dignity. And E. Foster and promote relationships with the broader society. Command of the National Police Service. There is established the Office of the Inspector General of the National Police Service. The Inspector General, A, is appointed by the President with the approval of Parliament, and B, shall exercise independent command over the National Police Service and perform any other functions prescribed by national legislation. The Kenya Police Service and the Administration Police Service shall each be headed by a Deputy Inspector General appointed by the President in accordance with the recommendation of the National Police Service Commission. The Cabinet Secretary responsible for police services may lawfully give a direction to the Inspector General with respect to any matter of a policy for the National Police Service, but no person may give a direction to the Inspector General with respect to A. The investigation of any particular offense or offenses. B. The enforcement of the law against any particular person or persons. Or C. The employment, assignment, promotion, suspension, or dismissal of any member of the National Police Service. Any direction given to the Inspector General by the Cabinet Secretary responsible for police services under Clause 4, or any direction given to the Inspector General by the Director of Public Prosecutions under Article 157, Clause 4, shall be in writing. The Inspector General shall be appointed for a single 4-year term and is not eligible for reappointment. The Inspector General may be removed from office by the President only on the grounds of A. Serious violation of this Constitution or any other law including a contravention of Chapter 6. B. Gross misconduct, whether in the performance of the office holder's functions or otherwise. C. Physical or mental incapacity to perform the functions of office. D. Incompetence. E. Bankruptcy. Or F. Any other just cause. Parliament shall enact legislation to give full effect to this article. National Police Service Commission. There is established the National Police Service Commission. The commission consists of A. The following persons, each appointed by the President. 1. A person who is qualified to be appointed as a High Court judge. 2. 2 retired senior police officers. And 3. 3 persons of integrity who have served the public with distinction. B. The Inspector General of the National Police Service. And C. Both Deputy Inspector Generals of the National Police Service. The Commission shall A. Recruit and appoint persons to hold or act in offices in the service, confirm appointments and determine promotions and transfers within the National Police Service. B. Observing due process, exercise disciplinary control over and remove persons holding or acting in offices within the service. And C. Perform any other functions prescribed by national legislation. The composition of the National Police Service shall reflect the regional and ethnic diversity of the people of Kenya. Other police services. Parliament may enact legislation establishing other police services under the supervision of the National Police Service and the command of the Inspector General of the Service. Chapter 14. National Security.